Next kina we sing Lamed Aleph. Eish Tukad Bekirbi. Tisha B'Av is called a Moed. Rosh HaYeshiva of Gifters Atzal explained that a Moed is a time to come face to face with the Ribono Shel Olam. Sometimes the Moadim are Yemei Simcha, Pesach, Shavuos, Sukkot, come face to face with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And sometimes we come face to face with HaKadosh Baruch Hu in difficult times. But either way, it's a time to have a kesher with the Ribono Shel Olam. I always like to give the mashal. Like we said, Churban Beis HaMikdash wasn't chas v'sholem to destroy us, just the opposite. Ki im ma'os ma'astonu kotzavto aleinu ad ma'ot. If you really are disgusted with us, you got too angry. You should have destroyed us on the spot. Why bother with us for 2,000 years? But the Ribono Shel Olam won't permit Klal Yisrael because Ani Hashem Elokeichem, and we have a bris with Him, partially because of Zechus Avoseinu. The Ribono Shel Olam won't permit us to commit spiritual suicide like He permitted other nations. Other nations rose and fell and disappeared from history. And the same thing would have happened to us if the Ribono Shel Olam would have let it happen. But He didn't. And He sent us Nevi'im, and He sent us Tsaras and Yisurim, and finally there was no other choice but He had to destroy the Beis HaMikdash, as it says, Shofach Hamoso Aleitzim Va'avonim. Instead of destroying us, which really Midas Hadin said, He had a way of getting us jolted to a process that would lead to us being rehabilitated. I always give the mashal. You have a 5-year-old who was a super brat, very strong and very mischievous. And this child loves to play chicken with trucks in the highway. It's his favorite pastime. He runs into the highway, makes faces at the trucks, and runs away out of their time just before they hit him. And his mother obviously realizes this is a very dangerous pastime. And she knows that Rahman al-Itzlan, one day, the child's not going to get out of the way in time. But the child doesn't understand that. You know, he watches television, he sees people get hit by cars, and next week they're on the program again. So he doesn't think anything's going to happen. And the mother tried every way of trying to dissuade this child from running in the street and tempting and taunting these trucks. She tried, modern ways of education. They sat down and they discussed what they think about getting hit by trucks or whatever. What do we feel about that? And that didn't work, obviously. And then she tried some more conservative measures, like yelling at the kid and warning him that if he ever goes into the street again and goes in front of a truck, right, she's going to potch him. And then that didn't help, so she potched him. And that didn't help either. Kid's super strong, and he laughed at her. And one day the mother is walking with the child on the edge of the highway, and a 16-wheel tractor trailer is coming down 100 miles an hour, and she feels the kid pulling away, ready to run into the street, and she knows that if he runs in front of that truck this time, she's not going to get out of the way. The truck's going to kill him. And she yells at him, and she starts to hit him again, and nothing helps, and the kid is super strong. She can't hold on to him. He's pulling away. In her other hand, she has an iron pole. She has one option. Two options. She can break the kid's legs with the iron pole, or she can let him go and run in front of the truck. If he runs in front of the truck, that's the end of him. She breaks his legs, it's going to hurt. It may take him 6 to 7 months to recuperate, but she'll have a living child. A mother who loves her child will break his legs, as hard as it is for her, because the other option is worse. The Ribono Shel Olam tried everything. He talked to us, he sent Nevi'im, he gave us Yisurim, and nothing helped. The only option he had was to break our legs and to destroy the Beis HaMikdash and put us into Gedolah. But at least we're still around, and there's hope. Hashivenu Hashem Eilecha v'Noshuva. That's what we should think of when we say this Kinnos. Tisha B'Av is a day of tsar and sorrow, and Churban Beis HaMikdash and Golus are terrible things, but they're a lot better than the other option. And the Rebbeinu Shalom did it not because he hates us. Es asher ye'ahav Hashem yochiach. The Rebbeinu Shalom is mochiach those that he loves. Those that he doesn't love, he lets them go and fall off the mountain and commit spiritual suicide. And the ones that he loves, he won't permit that to happen. And it's a very difficult process. It's not easy to have your legs broken, but it's a lot better than being run over by a truck. So Mirz Hashem, when we sing Eish Tukad, we understand that we come face to face with the Rebbeinu Shalom by Yetzias Mitzrayim and Pesach. We come face to face with the Rebbeinu Shalom also, that same Rebbeinu Shalom, that same Av HaRachamon, but under different circumstances on Tisha B'Av.